A painful week of waiting jealously for American peers has passed, and PlayStation 5 is finally released in Europe. So I've decided to finally make another video and to immortalize this occasion, and also, because I'm just fresh after a teeth removal surgery, the best I can do for all of you is to lead you through this video using nothing else but my voice. And I've also asked some of my friends to tell me if they had any worries or if they wanted to know something about the system. So perhaps a question that you have will also be answered during this video. The box comes with an AC adapter, a wide controller, HDMI 2.1 cable for 4K 120Hz output, instruction manuals, and of course, the beauty, the console itself. Beware that the package does not include a USB-C cable for the controller, which is required to set up the console. But it's 2020, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have more than enough cables lying around. Seems like everything about PlayStation 5 is to make an everlasting first impression on you. From the design itself, to the controller, the UI, and boy do these first impressions matter. I actually really dig the design of the console. It seems modern, futuristic, and obviously, well, you can't call it boring. The controller, even when it's soft, feels sturdy and well made. And when you play a game that supports adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, you will be blown away, I swear. It really is revolutionary. DualSense is hands down currently my favorite controller. And going back to the topic of the console itself, yes, it is tall, it is thick, but I'd rather have a console that's bigger but has good airflow compared to a smaller device that also acts as a jet airplane. So yes, if you're wondering if this console gets loud, it's whisper silent, at least while playing the launch games. The loudest thing about the console so far has been the disk drive when it decides to split the disk around. The UI of PlayStation 5 feels familiar, but with an incredible facelift. The feels are way smoother, the elements don't take long to load, and there's no slowdown while browsing it. Some settings are in locations where you don't expect them at first, so you might feel lost, but once you remember where they are, it starts to make sense in its own weird kind of twisted way. I personally would recommend you go into system settings and set up your game preferences. What I mean by that is that there is a setting which allows you to set up, for example, which difficulty setting you usually play your games on, if you like your subtitles to be on or not, which graphics mode do you prefer, is it performance or graphical fidelity, and then your console will feed that information to the games that support it, and yeah, you will have your time saved. I actually think that this is a brilliant feature and I cannot wait to see it in action in more games in the future. Oh, and I also like the addition of activities, which for supported games allow you to jump straight into missions or recommended content in the game. So no more going through the menus, just click resume and that's pretty much it.
Gotta get to work. Can't let Doc down.
And finally, yes, PlayStation 5 supports pretty much every PlayStation 4 game under the sun, and some of them have a potential to run better than they ever did on a last generation hardware. Ghost of Tsushima, for example, runs at 4K 60 frames per second, so this gen will be the perfect time to finally give attention to games that are collecting dust on your backlog. Other than that, I am totally in love at the moment, and I can't see myself going back to my Xbox One X or a PlayStation 4 anytime soon, because it only took me one day to be spoiled without long loading screens, and I don't want to go back to how things were before. So let me know in the comments if you got yourself a PlayStation 5 or if you are going to get it in the future. Also let me know if I answered any of your questions, and of course if you have anything that needs more hands-on experience, let me know. Maybe who knows? I really hope that this console generation I will be making more content for next gen games and consoles. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like on it if you did. Subscribe to the channel, and on Friday 20th I will do my best to appear on Twitch and give you some PlayStation 5 gameplay. So until then, stay care. I love you so much, and bye for now.